Hi, I'm Steve Rowe. Have you ever thought about speaking outside of your Toastmasters club? If you're like me, you've gotten very friendly and comfortable with your Toastmasters experience. Remember when you first joined Toastmasters and it felt intimidating to be there? And eventually you realized that everyone there was there to support you, help you grow. And eventually your club became like family. If you're like me, you've reached a point where it's no longer a super challenging thing to do to speak before a Toastmasters club. I recommend that you find the opportunity to speak to outside clubs. You probably have a message or two that are really important and that are going to make a difference for other people's lives. That's great. You have audiences out there waiting to hear from you. You're probably already a great Toastmaster. You've joked with your audience. You've informed them. You've inspired them. You've earned awards. You maybe have won speech contests. Let's go another step forward. So don't stop. Push forward and find other groups that you can speak before. You have greatness within you. As you have the chance to speak to outside groups, you're going to have your chance to feel your greatness and make a difference for other people. Decide first, I am going to speak to outside clubs, outside organizations. I've spoken to Lions clubs, I've spoken to Rotary clubs, I've spoken to public libraries. It's a great experience. Surprising if you're used to speaking in Toastmasters Club, they're quite accepting of any speaker jitters you have. They're there to help you feel good about it. You don't have to be the best speaker on the program because you are the only speaker on the program. It's a great uplifting experience. Take the opportunity and you'll realize you really do have an important message to share with people. Take the opportunity to go further. I recommend that you pick your two very best subjects. The subjects that are going to make a difference for people. Subjects that you know very well. Now, you may only have practiced them to a 5 to 7 minute level. That's okay. You may be surprised at how easy it is to expand from a 7-minute speech. Push it forward so you have at least 45 minutes worth of material. You'll probably be asked to speak between 30 and 40 minutes and leave time for questions. Get to know that material. Add humor. Do please add humor to your speech. It adds so much value when you're speaking outside. And show people what they can do today to take the value that you've been talking about home for them. You want to get people moving and following your ideas. You'll probably be speaking for free at first, and there's nothing wrong with that. In fact, I think you can plan and say, this is how I move forward and push my talents to the next level. Whenever I speak for free, I'm determined that I'm going to go in there with all the passion that I have, and I'm going to try out new material. I'm going to try new things out. I'm going to try new techniques. I'm going to try something else, and it's my opportunity to test, see how the audience responds. It's a great opportunity. Now, you'll probably also get fed, but your real pay is from the chance to expand how you are working with some material and with the people you meet. And I never forget the morning I spoke before an audience, and then I was introduced to world-famous speaker, the founder of National Speakers Association, and he autographed a copy of his book for me. Now, you will probably get to the point where you decide, I do not want to speak before groups like this ever again. I spoke before a community block party once. It was outdoors at twilight, and I spoke in someone's driveway. I will never do that again. There's nothing like the crummy feeling of being introduced with some lout in jeans and a t-shirt, holding a beer can in his hand, mocking my Toastmasters experience and credential, and then inviting me to impress the audience. From now on, I only say yes to professional experiences, and you will probably develop a sense of where your sweet spot is where you do your best work. Say yes to those opportunities. Say no to the experiences that are going to leave you feeling crummy. And every time you speak, look for referrals. When you are done, people say you were great, you were awesome, and say, that's fantastic. Do you know anyone else I should be speaking in front of? Ask for help. Who should I be speaking for? What's their name? What's their phone number? And follow through. And if you do this right, you will probably get people who will follow up next week, next month, even months later, saying, hey Steve, I know someone you should be speaking in front of. Eventually, you're going to be able to charge a fee, and you will be having a lot of fun doing what you're already passionate about doing. I hope you have enjoyed this message. I love being a Toastmaster, and I love taking my message to non-Toastmasters audiences as well. I have a number of YouTube videos like this one that speak on a variety of leadership and career change topics. I invite you to browse my library at YouTube, Dr. Steve Bro. I've written a book on career change. It's called Leaders in Transition. It's available on Kindle and on Amazon. Take a look at it if you're interested, and I would love to have a chance to get to know you better. Call me if you want to have a success conversation.